One of the key parts of the Total War series is its settlements, and Rome Total War took great leaps when it came to them. Some settlements are present for their notoriety, others are here for historical reasons, some for balance, and some for strategy. Either way, the world at this time was much more complete and in-depth than Rome Total War would suggest. So here is 5 settlements that would have been great in Rome Total War. Number 5. Eildon. Eildon is a settlement that appears in Rome 2 Total War, and it is situated to represent southern Scotland. Why is it on this list? Well, it's more to try and recreate some historical gameplay. Historically, the Romans conquered modern-day England, yet were still raided from the barbarians up north, who they struggled to subjugate. This scenario, however, is not possible to witness in-game, as there is no more armies in that land after Eboracum. It would also make a Roman Borders Let's Play much more interesting, forcing the player to play historical, and have to leave a garrison up there to deal with the barbarians coming down. This would be great for my 24-hour live stream that I plan to do, building the Roman Empire exactly, once I hit the goal of 50,000 subscribers. Like what I did there. Historically though, this place is actually very interesting. Archaeology suggests that this place was a hill fort during the year 1000 BC, near the end of the Bronze Age, believed to also be a religious site. This settlement could start in the hands of the Britons, but I believe giving it to the rebels would be a much better starting point. Number 4. Ilaria. Yet again appearing in Rome 2, Ilaria would represent Corsica. It's always frustrated me playing Rome and seeing Corsica combined with Sardinia. Of course, the Sardinian settlement Cavalis makes much more sense, as it was much larger, but still, something on Corsica just to represent it would have been much better. An average player in their average Julii campaign would not go for Sardinia, as the Scipii would get there first, considering they focus on the seas. However, having Corsica present may be enough to sway most Julii players to actually use their fleet and war with Carthage a little bit. Ilaria was an Etruscan settlement, a port settlement, however I feel it does best under Carthaginian rule to help show the naval might of Carthage much more. Number 3. Birdie Gala, modern day Bordeaux. Okay, now some of you may be getting a bit annoyed as all of these settlements so far are also in Rome 2. Truth is, there's nothing else that I can do. Rome 2 just added the much needed settlements. What do you want me to do? Make up history?
Atlantis, Helm's Deep, Tokyo, and more mythological places.
Anyway, once this series gets round to covering Rome 2 settlements, then I can see much more unique ones coming. Birdie Gala would start under the occupation of the Gauls, and is mostly present as this part of the map just looks and always feels plain and lonely. When playing, I always just feel that it needs one more settlement here to complete it. Birdie Gala was founded in 300 BC, and although small at the start date, it flourished under Roman rule and became a vast, major settlement to the empire. Just one honourable mention now before we get to the top 2. And I went with Hippo, or Hippo Regius. Firstly, the name is great, I love hippos. Secondly, I just feel that Carthage's presence in North Africa is just not strong enough. The capital itself is far too much at risk from Numidian invasion, far too vulnerable. Therefore, having Hippo sort of act like a buffer state settlement to defend the richer lands, I think could be amazing gameplay wise. But that is the only reason it would be here. Gameplay to help Carthage defend itself. Back to the list, and in second we have Ephesus. Ephesus was a major Greek or Ionian settlement off the coast of Anatolia. In game it would be wedged between Halicarnassus and Sidon. It would have gotten first, however, was knocked down a spot due to it simply looking as if it would be a tight fit on the map. Despite this though, that tight fit does actually make it better and more historical. It clearly shows how rich this land was in comparison to the rest of the world. Total War portrays development by the quantity of cities. The more cities squashed together, the more development that is in that land. In fact, most games actually do this, and where there's less cities and more empty land, that shows less development. However, in my opinion, the western Anatolian coast is lacking at least one settlement. Ephesus was home to the Temple of Artemis, the Wonder, which makes more sense there than with Sidon. Not only this, but it continued to grow and became a major part of the Roman Empire, like Birdie Gala, giving it life and relevance throughout the entire game. And now for first place, number 1, we have Saguntum. Saguntum was the Massalia of Iberia, a Greek colony founded in barbarian land. This settlement is at the top for multiple reasons. It was a rich trading settlement that had the ability and resources nearby that could be mined and turned into coins, making it incredibly wealthy. It was unique, a Greek colony in Iberia. It even looks like it should be there on the map, right on the end of the river. It would fit perfectly and fill in the gap just that little bit more to complete Iberia. And lastly, it has a major historical significance also. The city expanded and traded frequently with the Carthaginians. The city's relevance to history continued, as in 219 BC they decided to side with Rome when it came to the Punic Wars. During the peace between the first and the second, Carthage expanded rapidly into Iberia, trying to rebuild itself. Hannibal attacked the city. The move caused outrage, and so Rome declared war on Carthage, kickstarting the Second Punic War, arguably one of the largest and most important wars of the ancient world. So cutting this settlement out of the game is kind of disappointing. The settlement became another major Roman city later into the empire. The settlement also goes by the name Azza, which you can see in Rome too. And that is all of them. Please let me know if you think I missed any. I do hope you enjoyed. I am planning on moving the channel over time to more of a historical themed channel. And top 5s like this are a huge part of that move. But anyway, for now, I hope you've enjoyed, hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.